The fuck? Not like everybody. Hungry man, man. Mm. Like hot. Mm, 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 mm. What's everybody up to today? Hello. Hello. What's everybody up to? Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. It's almost 420. Uh, it's toasty. Mm, 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 mm. Let me know if you got the link or if you're already here. Uh, I'm gonna send out the link. So I don't need to send it to people. Then. Mm, mm, mm. What up? Got another weed delivery. I got white mochi. White mochi. You would think for being called white mochi, it would be white, but it is not. It is not white.
Oh, right. I just woke up. Man, that Cobra Kai is addictive.
I
I
was
was
just
up
starting to fall.
all night watching it, dude.
I, I was just about to start. I was just about to fall asleep.
Oh, really? Oh, wow. Well, I just got up and I seen you popped up. I was like, hey, I got to get on there before he does go. Who knows, dude? That will knock you out.
That's what I just got. This is white mochi. It's not very white because it's purple.
Well, I bet it's good. Yeah, bet it's good.
Yeah, it's
Focus, camera, focus. Yeah, that one side right there just does not want to focus. Too frosty. And it's got a lot of purple on it. Definitely a lot of purple.
it smells. Eh, there's not really like a lot of smell off of it. So I'm not like, woo. It looks cool. It looks cool, man. But it's stony, that's for sure. Because it's got me fucking falling asleep.
Uh, That's what I need when I'm awake. Wake.
Oh.
Now I could probably. I told the wife. I said I gotta get up, or I'll never wake up.
Uh,
But 3 days without sleep, I caught up. Didn't even wake up one time. Peace. Yeah,
yeah.
I needed this.
Yeah, fiance got home at 2, and then she had to go back at 4, 4 to 7.
She work.
Yeah.
I know she rather she gets her days off.
It's Tuesday, Wednesday, are her days off.
Can I check your chicken?
Can you choke my chicken?
Can I check your chicken?
I'm gonna need a camera. She wants to choke my chicken. Oh, you pervert.
Choking the chicken.
Some sensory toys. How the fuck would you?
Why is it sticky?
Where has that chicken been?
I just took it out of the
Hey,
pack.
it's already been gutted.
Hey. Huh. Trippy.
Just got a bunch of them. Those sensory toys in a box to itself. What's so funny now? We check your chicken?
Quit playing with your chicken.
He said, play with
You're
your
gonna
chicken.
shoot your eye out.
Yeah, she try. You're gonna make it crow.
Got some squishy balls I can play with too.
Squishy balls. What?
Yeah, I got some squishy balls I can play with too.
Squishy balls.
She got fidget toys.
Oh, nice.
My live starts at 8. So, anyway.
Oh.
Yeah, I had a lot of. It was big, a lot more than a close, bigger homestead start channels sub up to me. So yeah, clean content from now. That'd probably be a good change.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, she oh, yeah. What?
Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm.
Oh, she knocked a drink over me this time.
Mm. Yeah, I like this one way better. This is the Oreos. I like the
Yeah,
Oreos way better.
I wish I had
Actually has a
anything.
smell.
Uh, oh yeah. These days and age, it's a big deal to be able to smell.
Yeah.
Like, man, I can't smell barely anything. So, something that's real pungent.
Mm. I hate flies so much. There's so many flies nowadays. It's fucking ridiculous. Yeah. Ugh. Ooh. What the hell? I'm so tired. Mm. Yeah, that Oreos is so much better.
I was looking at my page.
Uh, too hot. Ugh. 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 It's fucking humid over here. It's humid as fuck. Hate it. Ugh. Ugh. Got a headache. Woohoo. Jeez. It got super humid. Uh, ugh. Uh, I forgot what I was gonna look at. Um,
Oh, yeah. Y'all got that natural high right now. From where I didn't have enough sleep, and then I slept too long.
Oh man, I didn't know Mad Labs even went live. I didn't even see him go live on one of them.
He's live? I didn't see that.
No, he's not live now. He was earlier.
Okay. They I sleep all day and miss everything.
There's not too much. There's not really ever a lot going on Sunday.
Yeah.
There's everybody. It is Sunday. Everybody's probably with family.
I wonder how lace made out at the festival today.
Oh, hey.
I wonder
What
how
up?
he made it. Hey, Sam, cheers.
I saw the title and I'm like, what Cali Boof are you talking about this?
I just like putting it up there for fun, just to see people's reaction.
Clickbait.
Don't do that, because then everyone that's not from California think that like everything that's on the commerce status is just Boof. There's some really good stuff out there. You just have to pay for it. That's all it is.
Yeah. Yeah, the really good
Ain't no one
stuff.
paying for it though. Ain't no one but outsiders will pay for that shit.
See,
You're from
y'all's
California, won't pay for that
dispensary shit. They dry sift first for concentrate to make concentrates, and then they sell y'all the lower grade.
Yeah. If you want something done right, you're gonna have to do it yourself. That's how I feel about it. Just grow it, keep it to yourself, and just know that it's the best that you can get. That's if you're a grower. A lot of people can't cut it, dude. To be honest.
Oh yeah.
Dude, is it raining over there where you're at?
Yeah.
No.
Holy shit, dude. Hey, if you got anything outside that you're worrying about getting wet or something, dude, put it inside right away right now, dude, because like I want to say 5 inches of rain is coming your way right now. Just let me show you what outside looks like.
Yeah. All day yesterday. Look
at this.
Fucking
Look at this, bro.
Here, bro.
It's dumping.
Wow.
Dumping rain. All that shit out there is just rain, bro. There's literally like a flood outside in my front yard.
Nice.
I was just thinking about it when I saw that. You were just like, it's humid. I was like, how is he not talking about the rain, bro? Like, oh, fuck. It's probably on your way, dude. To be honest.
Probably.
We have a hurricane, so this ain't normal.
Hopefully.
Technically, it is normal.
Well, no, it's actually, they said it's 25 years since we've had a tropical storm like this in California.
Yeah. It's like I say every 15, if they want to say 25, I want to say 15, that we get a crazy tropical storm like this that comes in here, it gets everything wet, and then everything starts growing, right? And then we get all this green, lush vegetation everywhere, all over the hills, and then that shit dries up. We'll get like 3 seasons of that normally, and then that shit dries up, and we have these big-ass fucking hay fields everywhere that catch on fire. And then after the fires, the erosion happens. And then after the erosions, the mudslides. And then after the mudslides, the earthquakes. That shit happens like continuously. I just have to point that out. You'll see it. Watch. You're going to be like, oh, yeah, look, there it is. The season.
No, I've never felt this in Huntington.
I've definitely felt this here. Here in my area in
I
San
can see.
Diego.
Oh yeah, it's connected. Yeah, that area definitely. Huntington does not get humidity like those
I
areas.
think
It's
I think the
weird.
world's access got shifted a little, dude, to where certain people are starting to see climates from other states and shit, dude. That makes sense to
Oh
me.
yeah, definitely, definitely,
So they said the Earth went
100%,
faster if
man.
you look it up. So I'm not talking out of my ass. The Earth literally got faster this year. They said it got like a couple milliseconds faster and shit like that. I was like, oh fuck, man, that's
Damn.
crazy. Yeah. And if you look
Because
it
we're
up,
going
we're
to
going
burst into
thousands of miles
flames,
per hour.
man. Because we're going to burst into flames when the time comes.
Yeah, I agree with you on that, dude.
So,
From my
so
research and from the
the
old and new,
faster
there's a rapture
shit.
coming like that. You're right. It's a sun flare. I'm just being honest about it. I know about that fucking sun
The
flare.
Earth is
Some
nothing
people,
but a huge volcano. It's waiting to erupt. The
yeah,
more we drill, the more we pollute. It's going to happen.
they say that well, in a spiritual sense, they say that some people will have like enlightening Christ consciousness within them, and they won't get burnt. They'll be saved. The other people kind of just be burned out, sadly. And that's what I hear, dude. That's literally like some wild. We would never know because no one's ever survived it or lived through it to tell you about it. So it's all in speculation, of course. But does the Earth have a sequence like that where it happens every now and then? Yes, science has proven it too. So I'm with you on that one, dude. I can't deny that that happens. You know what I mean? Do I want it to happen in my lifetime? Yes and no. I have a family and kids, dude. You know what I mean? Like, what if I get disintegrated and they get survived here and I can't provide for them and stuff like that? I feel fucked up. You know what I mean? That's just a fatherly thing saying, you know what I mean? But we're supposed to be like, they're going to be protected and stuff like that. You know what I mean? No one knows. It's the fear of the unknown. I think that gets everyone.
Definitely.
Yeah, the fear of the unknown can give new beginnings to something very bad or something very positive. It's all on you. All on you and the people that you are in that coveted of energy, you know, because everyone represents energy at one point. Either be positive or negative, you know what I mean? Or you could justify your positive and negative by killing and doing bad things. I see societies do that all the time. But I won't go there. I'll point it out, though.
Yeah, we
I'm
had
very
rain.
biased about everything.
We had a good amount of rain here like 2 days ago. Fucking nuts.
Dude, if I show you what outside looks like right now, dude, it's completely stopped. It just looks like it's just humid. Outside, it's like 100 degrees or something out there. So I'm surprised there's no thunder and lightning out there right now. It's perfect thunder and lightning. I don't hear it. Trust me, I'd show it.
I think
I'd
we're
probably close my blinds if it was.
We're supposed to get thunder and lightning storms here.
How is it that you get them and we don't hear it? It's probably the salt and the ionization of the ocean, maybe.
Well, it's elevation too. It's just
We're higher elevation than here. You guys are sea level.
oh, I'm below sea level, sir.
Oh yeah, below sea level. Yeah, I keep forgetting that. You guys are. Well, what I meant sea level is like you're right next to the ocean, man. Down the street. You know, that's how I say it.
I'm below sea level, man.
You know what they always say too?
I like
When
it.
California sinks, you know, I'm gonna have that prime real estate location of you know, shorefront.
Waterfront.
Technically, here in Temecula, that's gonna be true because if it does sink, there's the San Andreas fault line, which is the continental shelf line. If the whole California does fall, the edge of California is literally right here in front of me, dude. I would literally watch all of California fall, and besides the other half of Temecula, which is so odd because the San Andreas fault line is literally right in front of me where this mountain is right here, dude. It's crazy. So I would technically have the oceanfront house and shit like that.
Yep.
Sad to say. I would never want that to happen.
You'd,
I hear that happen. You know,
you would be
when I was in
Huntington
Texas,
Beach.
bro, when I was in Texas, they hate fucking people from California. So when I was in Texas, they would always say that, dude, when California falls into the ocean, we're going to have prime, you know, ocean, you know, oceanfront property, stuff like that. I'm like, I would tell them, I don't know, man. Colorado River was basically an ancient fucking flood line where the river was
Yeah.
is just as huge as the mountains and stuff like that. Everything on the bottom of it would have just got flooded out. If you want to go there, they say that there was an ocean in the middle where the Great Plains was. If you look up the history, yeah, that was an ocean back in the day. They found whale bones and a bunch of shit. There was an ocean not that long ago. They say for it being weird like that. Like they said they even have like these deer maps or some kind of tapestry, like not tapestry, but what do you call that animal felt that they used to make maps on and shit like that. Just, it's not leather. I guess it is. It's an animal leather. It's deer though. Deer something. Where that deer pelt or something like that, where they had a map on it. This is back in the day before
the skin.
Yeah, this is back in the day before they were able to make paper and shit. You know, because they said Egyptians were the ones that made paper back in the day, out of papyrus and shit like that, out of the plants and shit that were in the Nile. I've seen how it was made. Pretty cool. Then the Chinese adapted it, because they had their own way of just getting pulp and putting it in on screens and shit. Egyptians
And they're
put
still
like
using that technique.
well, the Egyptians put like strips of the stems of I forgot what the name of these plants are that are growing out of the Nile River and stuff like that. They would take the strips of the stems and zigzag them in a checker format, and then they pound it to where it just becomes a sheet. Like, oh, that's pretty cool. Good to know. I don't know. I think I took a survival course back in the day that taught me how to make all this shit and eat lizard tails and shit like that. I mean, I grew up in a military housing, dude, so I learned from like commandos and shit how to do a bunch of crazy shit to survive. So when I got older, I went to different countries to see if I could survive. You know what I mean? Didn't know the culture, the language, the money, anything. I just went there, just fucking got dropped off, basically. See if I could survive and shit. I've done that a couple times.
Nice.
Still here. Yeah. Shout out to Japan, Osaka Park. Whoa.
Nice.
I took a Mac flight there, a military Mac flight, and I didn't know it was a one-way.
You're seated backwards on 1503. There are a bunch of 141s. The planes, you're seated backwards.
Yeah.
This way,
in a Mac flight.
You're facing towards the tail.
A Mac flight is abbreviated for a military aviation something.
Military Airlift Command. My dad worked for the Air Force for a while. One of his many jobs.
I signed up for one of those one time because I was a military dependent growing up all my life, and I signed up for one of those fucking trips. As a dependent, you can do that, and they called me one day saying, "Hey, we got a fucking a ticket for like next to nothing. I think it was like $20 or something like that." Like, yeah, Japan, fuck yeah! I didn't realize it was a one-way though, and got stuck there for a while.
Yeah.
But I found out I could survive though, dude. So fuck, dude. Like I can go back to Japan and I can just be like, "Konnichiwa, bitches," you know what I mean? Have a bunch of friends I can hang out with, do the same shit I'm doing here.
When I was younger, I loved it living overseas, but now the days, the way times are, I wouldn't want to travel over there because
right now it's scary, dude. They just denounced their government. They just denounced everything over there. You know that, right?
Yeah, you know you don't exist over there.
You don't. They just denounced their money and their government, dude. Their currency is in the name of gold, and they're doing the same thing that the Russians are doing. So you got to be very careful with that whole situation right now. As an American, I wouldn't recommend anyone to go to Japan, to be honest, because they're not represented in everybody else's money, basically. They're doing the gold standard, which is okay, but it kind of pushes everyone else away from what they're doing. You know, it's kind of to the point where they want to come over here and make money off us, and we can't do the same over there. You know what I mean? It's one of those situations where you just kind of just like, oh, I'm going to step away. You know what I mean? Just being honest on that, and I'll let it go. This ain't the time or place to talk about shit like that. Cheers. You can tell I've been doing a lot of research. I haven't been online that much lately. Like the online parts where I have been, dude, has been so fucking scary.
You're lucky you ain't been around there the same.
No, I'm updated on everything of what's going on, dude. I just hope everyone can, connect with their differences. We all go in a wave of You know what I mean? Like, I'll just say that. But dude, I was on a live the other day or yesterday, and no, it was the other day, and it was this live called Dankin' and Drinkin', where people just
Oh yeah.
smoke and drink and shit. And this dude was playing with a fucking Glock. And first of all, it was an imitation
That's
Glock because the
stupid,
Glocks don't jam and shit like that. And he had it out and everything. And he was kind of drunk, and we were all telling him, "Hey man, that it was loaded too, and it was jammed, and he kept on going like this to unjam it, you know what I mean, and to unjam the slide, and he was pointing it everywhere, dude. And then he points it down right at his leg by the kneecap, and all you hear is "ah," and he shoots himself on the fucking live, bro. Yeah,
Yeah.
can't make this shit up, man. Yeah.
Dumbass.
So he was like the dumbass of the year, where everyone says, "Don't be this dumbass."
Yeah.
First of all, there was so many no-nos in that situation. Everyone was telling him. I was telling him. He doesn't want to listen. He didn't want to listen to anyone because he was drunk. We were like, "Hey, man, put that shit away. You're drunk. Just deal with it later." It was a Mexican gangster channel, dude. So he didn't want to care about it. He didn't give a fuck about anything. Like, fuck you, home. How the fuck did I end up here? That's how I'm always in those kind of situations, man. Not gonna lie. I think God puts me in these situations to try to help people. But, being helping yourself, man, there's a lesson to be learned.
Yeah.
The only thing I could fucking figure out on that one, dude. Like, fuck, man. Am I too nice? Dude, so I ordered a ultimate double bacon cheeseburger with sourdough bread on it from Jack in the Box. Didn't get that.
Oh.
Instead, they gave me something else completely. I know. I was all bummed out, dude. I was like back in the day, before that was even a thing. I swear, like, I'm not gonna say I invented it, dude, but back in the '90s, I worked at Jack in the Box as a fucking bullshit cook in MCRD Military Depot in San Diego. It was the only fucking restaurant in the fucking in MCRD, and I used to make there an ultimate double bacon cheeseburger with sourdough bread, and then I had a lot of soldiers ask me for that all the time. Lines of people just fucking, "So, can you make that?" Yeah, sure, no problem, man. And I think what happened was my boss, which was my neighbor, dude. She took the credit for it, took it and fucking brought it to the corporates, and they made it into a sandwich. And every time I see that, I'm like all bitter about it. And people tell me like, "Oh, you're just bitter, Sal." I'm like, bro, that was my sandwich back in the '90s. I would tell them that. Like, I made that before anybody else, man. Never got credit or a check for it. Whatever. But this is what I got instead, dude. This thing called the Buttery Jack, dude. I was very disappointed at first. I was like, "What the fuck is this, man?" This is like half the burger. I ate that fucking Buttery Jack, though. It was really good. No, it was actually really good. Not gonna lie. It says on here, garlic, herb, butter, perhaps the 3 best words in the dictionary. But it had that shit on I guess on the bun. The burger tasted like an Angus beef burger. It tasted different. It didn't taste like a Jack in the Box burger. It was really good. Really good. So I wasn't that disappointed. I'm telling you, man, it did want an ultimate. I didn't go. I didn't go with my fam to go and get the burgers though. I'm that person that usually checks everything before we leave. So my duty was failed on that one. I'm usually the guy to be like, "No, we're missing it. We're missing this."
Yep.
I would have totally pointed out my burger. "Hey, I didn't do the buttery burgers. I don't know what you guys are pulling here. But ain't my ultimate." That's half a burger, man.
It's not right.
It isn't. I actually say that all the time too. It ain't right. There was this reporter dude on the news back in the day in San Diego. His name was Turco. He did the Turco Files, and he was known for saying this one phrase. And that's what I don't watch the news anymore. But back then, even then I didn't. But for some reason, his stupid fucking saying got stuck in my head. That was it right there. You just said it. It ain't right.
Huh.
That was his saying. Yeah. So. I haven't lived in San Diego for over 25 years, so don't know if that guy's still on the news. You can see that.
Yeah, I can see the clouds. Clouds are moving quick.
Bro, this is look. Right now, it's maybe slight raindrop here and there, but man, all that nasty rain is going straight to you, bro. I can see where it's going.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it said it was supposed to today.
Dude, that was like an easy, maybe I want to say 2-3 inches of fucking rain. That was a dump of rain. Look, it's following the freeway to you. Did I get weed? No.
Yeah, damn. Clouds are moving really fast. Holy shit.
Did it look like a tornado? Or not? You know, I guess it is a hurricane, dude. If you want to describe it as a hurricane, dude, because it was
It
like
is.
the
It is a
I was
hurricane.
looking
It's
at.
Hurricane K.
I don't consider this a hurricane. This is a fucking tropical storm in my book. But
Well, it is. Well, and it's when it was off of Cabo, it was a hurricane.
yeah, it was
Once it came
everything
up,
in Cabo.
it
That's a hurricane. Is a
dissipated.
hurricane because in Cabo the heat and the tropical temperatures make it grow. As soon as it
Oh
comes up
yeah.
north, we're colder waters. Our waters are cold and shit. That's what makes it
Yeah.
diminish and turn into a tropical storm. This feels like a tropical storm to me. You know, I know the difference between a hurricane and
is.
a tropical storm.
Oh no, this
Whoa,
is a tropical storm. They've already said
You gotta look
that.
at this.
Fucking
You
rad.
gotta look at this, man. This is a fucking scary, dude. There's like this really, really low cloud. It's like a puff. I don't know if you can see it there on the screen, on top
Oh,
of like
nice.
You see it there? That is really, really
Yeah.
low, though. I can throw a rock or get a slingshot and smack that cloud. That's how low that cloud is. It's like a small little smoke puff. It's just kind of floating right there.
Huh.
Did you see how the hurricane is going in a swirl right there in the background behind those mountains?
Yep.
That's
Oh, yeah.
right now. It's gonna get really clear here in probably like an hour. That's gonna reach where I'm at, and it's gonna be completely clear. And you're gonna get all that nasty rain. Do you see where the rain is going to where you're at?
I love that rain, man.
Oh man,
I love that rain.
everyone in California needs that rain right now, dude. We've been suffering a huge drought, dude. So this is just yes, us getting pissed on in a good way, I guess. That sounds right, which it doesn't.
Well, yeah, it especially needs to go through Hemet because Hemet's still fucking.
Didn't I tell you that was gonna happen though, bro? You were like, "Nah, bro, it's still fucking burning." I was like, "Man, no, man, this fucking water is gonna fucking take it out, man." Or the rain. I had a feeling it was gonna do that. It does it every. When I tell you, the last time this happened, there were these huge fires that happened in the wineries here in Temecula.
Thanks for coming by the other day. I went to go back to your channel to repay the thanks, but couldn't go, man.
Oh snap! It's popcorn. What up, popcorn?
Popcorn.
Yeah, back then at the wineries, there were these huge fires, man, that would happen. I had a ex-girlfriend that worked at the Palomar wineries there, so I would sit there and I would wait before she'd get off, and this big ass hill that was on the Palomar winery property and shit like that, and I'd have a bottle of wine, a bunch of joints rolled. I'd just sit there and smoke, and on the other side it literally looked like Lord of the Rings, Mordor. I think that's what it was called. Where everything was on fire and shit, and everything was completely. This was back then before the internet, I think, dude. I was never on the internet back then. I think that's crazy. It was really sad that everything was on fire, dude. Everything on one side, and then this side it was all nice and green. The fire was probably like 20, 30 feet away. The fire line going by. I was really close. I had to pick her up though, so I had to be there by her work and shit, dude. Like, fuck. Chop, chop, chop. Got some weed in there. Squizzers. This is what I do basically. I got a shot glass. I don't drink that much anymore, so I use my shot glasses for weed. Get a shot glass.
No.
Put some weed in there. Put it in a container. Get your scissors like this, and chop. Just like this. Chop, 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 chop. I never really touch my weed, dude. It's crazy, dude. I try to save my terps and shit, and then when I get my bowl, I usually get an old school bowl like this. This happens to be a titanium, not aluminum, but I'll go like this, put it downwards like this into the bowl or into where the weed is, twist, pack it really quick, put it in my bong, and smoke it. Pretty simple. I've been doing that shit probably for fucking years, dude. And then I found out most of my my Australian friends do that. They're like, oh shit, dude, you smoke like me too? They're like, we started it. It's like, damn. So that's the debate right now. If Australians started it or Americans back in the 80s started it.
Dude, we did it back in the 80s.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. I was like, fuck, dude, there were these graphics bongs back in the day in the 80s that I remember having.
I had the graphics and the US bongs, they were acrylic, I had the 18-inch Toke Master, the 2-foot Toke Master. They come with straps and carry bags, man.
All right, well, check this out, dude. Graphics made back in the day, literally the best downstem I've ever seen in my life, dude. Picture a plastic fucking downstem that goes into a bong and shit. It had a bead on the bottom of it. It was called the cough-proof bead. So when you were smoking into your bong and you accidentally coughed in it, the bead would stop it right there, and the water won't go up the fucking the downstem and get the bowl wet and get water everywhere and shit. Like, it was really ingenious.
I usually open it in and get that out for a bit more.
They need to fix that again, bro. They need to bring that back, man. It was like a valve for
you
your,
guys with Uncle Sam on it.
if you can make one in glass, though, for all our glass blower. I try to tell my glass blower friends that, bro, bring that shit back, man. You'll make millions.
Why? Who coughs in their bong?
There's a
coughs
patent
in their bong anymore?
Nobody does, but just the fact that you would have that, you know how, like,
Exactly.
I know, but the thing is, though, is I get a dumbass that fucking smoke. I don't let people smoke out of my bong.
I can still
when I do, they cough in my bong every time, dude. I'm just like, fuck. That's why.
There's a place out
Well,
not too far from it called
that's an amateur smoker, and that's someone that shouldn't be using a fucking bong.
So true, but sometimes you get family members and shit like that smoke them, and you're just like, it's trying to be nice. God.
There you
go.
go.
Got 1988 graphic
Smoke out of a nice, lovely pipe. I don't let anybody use my bong.
You hear CK though? We brought him back to like the good old days, dude. He was there talking about the graphics bongs.
Yeah.
I had a bunch of them, dude. You name them, I've had them all.
They still got the 1988.
The graphics design had a Joker, a gesture Joker with like four little weird things coming out of his hat and shit. It was a smiley clown. That's probably why you didn't like the logo. But
you can still get it now at Black Dragon Smoke Shop, not that far from it. They got the original.
Are they real though, or are they imitation?
The original, dude. This guy's been trying to sell the same Honda motorcycle since it was brand new in '74.
Bro, dude, you know how much those bongs are worth?
When the motorcycle's out front, that means come on in.
They sell the original ones on eBay. You can look them up.
The motorcycle ain't out front. Don't go in there asking for smoke. You know.
Oh, it's one of those, huh? It's one of those like bodegas where you have to say the secret word. Yeah. I've been there.
Everybody knows it. That's why the people at the base are banned from going there. If they go there, they get kicked out of the Air Force.
You ever been to one of those places? 1503.
What, a place, a smoke shop that sells everything?
It's not just a smoke shop. I've been to a gin bar where it was called the 1904 in El Paso, Texas. You can look it up. I knew the owner and stuff like that when it first opened, help advertise for them, but it was a secret gin bar that no one knew about it. And the way that you get into this place, but everyone knew it was a gin bar. It was legal and everything and stuff, had their legal license and stuff. They only allowed a certain amount of people in there per night when they were open. And the way they were opened was they had this old 1910 phone booth in front of the establishment. And this is in downtown El Paso where everything is still 1910, 1920s buildings and shit. Yeah. This old 1910 phone booth was there with an old phone in there. And you would have to dial in a certain number. And then when the number rang and shit, they were like, okay, yeah, we'll be right there at the door. And you'll see this lady that's dressed up in like old attire and shit open up the door and invite you in. And everything inside the building,
Yeah.
inside that gin bar, is from the era and shit. You go into the bathroom, you got mints and a fucking person wanting to go and wash your hands for you and shit. Really weird shit, dude. Like, what the fuck? But it was a crazy
They got a
gin bar.
restaurant. They got a restaurant like that in Huntington at Pacific Cities.
I would go there with
They
a few
push on
chicks
the
I knew,
wall.
all dressed up.
They push on the wall, and the wall pops open, and it's a door. And then you walk
That's
in,
awesome.
and it's a whole nother restaurant, and they're all wearing like old, like all the Peaky Blinders, like all the old, like kind of mobster fucking style, and they got like the wallpapers all like AKs and fucking like casino cards and like all this kind of really cool shit. All super vintage. Come on, Rain. Hurry up.
It is all like no, in like I want to say 30
Oh,
minutes or an
yeah.
hour. That clear sky is gonna reach me. I see it in the background and it's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. It's a wave of nastiness, dude. Like, check it out. It's literally gonna be clear in an hour. I don't know if you can see the background right here.
Oh, yeah.
You see,
Yeah.
there's that big old spiral that's going your way. So be careful, man. It's like yeah, it's in the shape of a total hurricane. Here in my area, since I live in a valley, you can see everything from like an advantage point of view. There's still some over there on that little tail end right here, but most of it's all over there basically going. That's where I pointed it there was in Huntington there. That's the area. So it was like another hour or two to prep until the rain gets there. Even though that rain was going pretty fast, you saw that. When I first got up here, it was pouring. Completely stopped. That's crazy. We're all excited about rain. We don't get that shit here that often. Well, you said it, dude. 25 years was the last time it was like this? Damn, that's sad.
25. Well, no, it was 25 years we had a tropical storm hit.
I hope this fills
Like
up any reservoirs.
Like an actual tropical storm. This is a real fucking, like, tropical storm. That's the thing. This wasn't like a small one. This was a big one that hit, and then fucking, it actually made its way up to us. That's the thing. 25 years since a hurricane from Cabo has made it up this way.
Yeah, I can see that.
Hurricane that turned into a tropical storm.
I think it was like a month or two ago. There was a quick little rainstorm that caused more damage than what this thing did.
Well, yeah, but that was a completely different style of storm. That's the thing. That's a whole different.
No wind here. Can't get any wind. We got flood warnings though. Stuff like this is so very bad. If I go down the street right there next to the wash,
yeah, you guys
that wash
get flood warnings. Your area has a lot of flash flood warnings.
I used to do videos down there where the flash flood is, dude, and it's fucking scary. I had my punk friends. We used to get a rope from one side of where the flash flood was going to the other where the creek was, and it's just a mad rush of water, dude. If you would have fallen in the water and go with the water, you'd probably die. But our dumbasses would sit there and get a rope and go over it, and then get a what do you call it? A sponge board, a boogie board, and then just sit there and ride the fucking wave and shit and look cool to all our other friends, all drunk and stoned and stuff. That's where we used to go and get to drink all the time. So we were there regardless. Good old days. Good old punk days. I feel old now because I would never do that. Yeah, all you see are like birds and bugs flying everywhere. That's crazy. It is so humid out there that everything's trying to fuck and eat and fly. it is that season. When full moons happen, that's when that shit happens. You know what I mean? All this shit, to be honest. We had a full moon yesterday.
That's why everybody was crazy last night.
Exactly. That's why I didn't even want to go online yesterday. I
told
was in the
that
chat.
he was this morning. He goes, I think it had something to do with the 15 shots of whiskey I had.
Well, that too. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Everybody is just on a good one, I think, on full moons. I've learned to just stay offline on full moons and just be an observer. It's safe.
Tried to be,
I was being completely neutral.
Yeah, he was. He was being a goody two shoes.
And then I got fucking bombarded out of nowhere.
Got tired. Other people got tired of the crap stood up for it. So.
Fucking
Me raised up in
ridiculous.
Raised up especially.
Yeah.
Like we're trying to have a chill sesh and we can't even have one without someone coming in and interrupting. Like 1503 don't do that. When he's mad, he don't come in spamming the chat. He pays respect.
No.
I will spam all your chats.
I'm
kidding. I'm kidding.
Spam it with love. You spam it with love, so that's cool.
I like to say good vibes in a chat. You know what I mean? Like to feel what the energy is in a chat. That's usually when I say good vibes. You know what I mean? I'm sharing good vibes, of course, but at the same time, you're seeing what level of energy is in the chat. Because either the chat or the panel will respond, and you'll know what's going on right there.
Energy. If you want to be around great energy, if you don't know her, go check out Cosmic Comet Energy. She's pretty cool, man. Just card readings from. She's like my spiritual. She's there when I need a little extra good energy. I look her up. Yeah, she's up to her live if I need an extra. I can't find a minute.
Cheers.
Damn, 89% humidity.
I had to transplant a bunch of clones today. I got a new method of how I transplant these clones too. Same method I've been doing this whole time with the whole cracky cup thingy. But this time I got probably like 5 or 6 clones that were long with rooted spine roots and shit like that. And I put them all, like the same ones, like say if it was, the same pheno and the same the same strain, I would put 4 or 5 of them in the same neti cup and then put them in there, creating like these are all going to be my future mom plants anyway. So I made basically a super mom where I put 5 clones in a cracky cup setup. One. So when I need to make clones, I could just get an easy, quick 5 right there. Instead of having to grow 5 separate ones in separate crackies. And save a lot of space doing this. That and, the only certain amount we're allowed and stuff like that. I can keep these ones and keep them going. Not have to worry and get a super yield. I've done that before. Where I was only allowed a certain amount.
I don't pay attention to that shit at all. I never will either. I never fucking will. No matter where it is, I could fucking care less. 6 plants my nuts.
What's the amount for the medical too? Is it the same amount? 6 plants?
12, I think.
That's something we need to look up, because if I can get like 12 or 24 plants being medical, it's worth fucking giving whoever $100 to get my fucking license. Or not even $100, since I already have my old license. It's basically what, 15, 20 bucks?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, I would just need to Google that shit later to figure that out. I'm too lazy. I'm on my phone now, so I can't do it. fuck, that scared the fuck out of me, bro. You saw that? I was like, ah!
What was that?
AMW root beer just like fell down on my weed station, man.
Oh no.
No, it was empty. Or not empty, but non-open. It's all shooken up, but I can open up a can that I can shake up the fuck out of it, dude, and open it up to the point where you open it slowly and takes most of the air and or the carbonation out of it. Better than getting it all over the place, right?
That sounded like thunder.
It did, dude, because it hit my metal. I have what do you call it? Metal plates, or not metal plates? Oh, I guess, yeah. One's a serving plate that says "Cookies of the World." And then the other ones are these weed trays and ashtrays from fish shits that I got from them.
Oh, nice.
They're made out of metal, so when that thing fell down, it hit all three trays at once, and it made it sound like. See, yeah, you definitely heard that. My bad. You're wearing a headset too, like me. Who are you?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Oh yeah, I got my Bluetooth in.
I'm here. I'm just looking at all the graphics bongs he still got available there.
Yours brought you way back. He's gonna get one. Watch, I can already see it.
Next,
I'm gonna get one.
I'll give me a 12-inch skinny gripper, and I want to get me a 12-inch bubbler.
I want the skinny ripper one. The skinny ripper was this big. It was a one-hitter quitter.
It's like this, but it's
one-hitter quitter.
It's clear
with a bowl. With a bowl just like
that's the gripper. That's the gripper. It's clear.
Yeah. That's the bowl I use. This is the bowl I use from the gripper. Yeah, like that was the one I used to use back in the day, and I used to use this. I want to say a 2-footer purple straight shooter.
Straight shooter.
Yeah, it was a straight shooter with the mouthpiece was kind of cut from the top, so it was able to hold your lips and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's called dipped mouthpiece. Yeah.
Yeah. Still love my.
They got all kinds of options you can still get on them.
I can still get them. There's this one a smoke shop that's in where I grew up in Ocean Beach called The Black. They have everything.
They're still available. They're still open. They're still open for business.
Dude, that's crazy. How are they not making glass ones, dude? They're dumb.
They are.
Are they?
Yeah.
What about the? No, I'm talking about the what do you call it?
They have the ash cat. They have the ash catchers. They have the reclaim. I'm looking at their website right now.
What about the what do you call it? The females that we're talking about with the valves in them, the beads.
They have everything, all the accessories.
I'm on it. See, like me and you are gonna get our fucking gear.
Yeah. Next month I'm gonna buy a shitload of it, and I'll do a giveaway. Next month I'm due for a giveaway anyway, man. I'll do a bomb giveaway.
Probably a good idea, dude. Hey, can I suggest this on your giveaway?
$20.
When you do your giveaway, dude, just when you do the giveaway, ask people for whatever you're going to give away. Just look at their catalog or give them the people that you're going to give away or whatever. This is just a suggest. And then, ask them, what do you want on the catalog on there? And then you just go and order it and put their address on it and send it to them, and they'll send it to you. Save you having to send it.
Yeah.
I used to do that all the time when I did giveaways. That's why I would go to the.
My wife does that with Amazon, but she does giveaways.
I did that on Amazon too. Yeah. I did that with seeds and stuff like that for my pepper seeds. Pringles, pizza.
Ooh.
Those are some of the best. What was it? It was
I'm not
pizza,
ready for them yet, man.
Pizza, barbecue, and something else. It was
nice.
Barbecue. Barbecue wasn't my favorite.
I
got them downstairs.
But I'm going to try these here. I was going to do a live about it, but here, let's see.
Let me see the kind you have. Oh, you got the Scorching barbecue. I've had those. Those are the ones I was talking about. Yes. Those are good.
So
they
bomb.
taste tangy. It tastes like the Mystique with a little bit of spice in it, man. I've already had them, dude.
Ooh.
There you are. Give us your assessment. Make an assessment. I'm on Greg.
I'm on Greg.
Sweet, but then you get the potato, and then you get the Pringle whiff, and then a little spice. Not bad.
Yeah, it's a little spice with the honey mystique barbecue sauce that they use.
It's not that bad.
It ain't bad at all. Like the guy on the commercial gave me the best fucking idea when I saw it. It was a Pringles commercial where the guy was mixing up Pringles from other Pringles containers to create new flavors and shit like that. I was like, why ain't anyone else doing this? I was looking at all my friends. I was like, dude, I can go and buy like 10 different flavors and then take a couple of ones, like take the pickle one with the Mystique barbecue and then get the ranch one and then you can just make up a flavor from there and shit like that. Weird shit like that. I can't pull off a mustache. I can grow one of those, dude, but I would look weird. Be the guy on the Pringle container? Nah, can't do it. Every Sal from back in the day had a mustache like that, though. Not gonna lie. It's a me, Mario.
I used to.
It's a Mario mustache, bro.
I had handlebars at one time. I twist.
I had them too, but like I couldn't pull them off. I had them, but I couldn't pull them off. Man. I used to put wax on the tips and shit, dude. At that time, yeah. It reminded me of the bad guy from fucking Sonic and shit. My hair was all spiky. I think it was red too at that time. I was a crazy punk.
I need to change my water.
On water. Gonna ask you how's your garden. Ask me after you change. Ask me after you change it.
Tri-poly is getting stretched out. I'm stretching the fuck out of it, and then I'm just gonna veg it for a very long time. I need to get a trellis so that I can flatten it out better.
Nice.
But once I get a trellis, I'm gonna. And then I went and popped the Gorilla Glue #4 seeds. Popped them, and they popped in the water. Put them in dirt, and nothing.
I gave up on trying to pop seeds in organic soil.
My choice which one to pick.
I honestly, that's my theory right there. The microbes eat the fucking embryo on the seed and fucking don't let it grow and shit, dude. I'm just like, oh. That's happened to me a couple times too, where my microbes were too rich and it just fucking ate everything, dude. So when I switched to just using nothing but fucking like a diluted coconut coir or a peat moss solution. That was it. And then I got one of those, what do you call it? Those containers you get from the store, you know, the plastic square containers that has a lid and you could clamp them on there. I put the coconut coir in there. I put the seeds in there. I let them get a certain height, and then I grab them and I wiggled the coconut coir a little so I don't fuck up the roots, and then I pick it up and I transplant it. That's it. I find that to be really, really fucking easy. I do that with my I sow my seeds in my fruits and vegetables that way too.
Mm-hmm.
I've done it a lot with that. What do you call it? The lemons, the limes. What else I have? I'll show you. Got it here in my greenhouse closet. It's the same little container.
They're addictive spicy.
See, like these are the containers I was telling you about. I got these little bullshit containers with a lid.
Oh, okay.
I put the coconut coir in there and I put the seeds in there. These just happen to be my San Marzano chili or
donuts come in
tomatoes. Oh no, these are the, what do you call it?
Yeah.
Oh no, it says San Marzano tomatoes. And then here was oregano, and then I had a bunch of extra volunteer cherry tomato. On the top here, I got both the San Marzano and the cherry tomatoes that I damn, I need to transplant these like today. Some of them look like they're wilting. Too big on the light. That one's on the light. Look at that. I need to move that. And then check this out, dude. Check this out. I got a Thai basil. I bought this from seed. Seed. And then I got the Thai basil from the Asian spot that we get the pho from here. And I saved a couple of them, and I and I cloned them basically and brought them back to life. And now I got these big ass branches. So these ones are from the store. And that one's from root. Hello. Hold on, I'll be right back. Someone's knocking on my door.
Alien.
Oh yeah, I had to go get me some chili cheese fritters. Cheers, dear. Smash that like. Share it out if you can.
All right. Oh, I gotta close that door.
Hello.
Hello.
So glad I heard it. Did you guys hear that on the door? It was like a pow on the
Uh-uh.
door. That's why I left. I heard something smack my door, and I was like, "What the fuck was that?" Nothing hits my door like that. And then so I said, "Hold on, guys, I'll be right back." And I leave, and then my family downstairs said they threw this dog toy that just happened to go in between the stairs from downstairs and smack my door, and then go all the way back downstairs to where they were. It was like a Matrix movie. They were like, "So you never believe it. We just threw this in it." went ping ping, and it landed right back to me. And I'm like, what? But remember how I told you I broke my Stein? Remember I had my Stein that I had all the time with me and stuff, and I ended up buying this new jug, which I do fill up, and it's big as fuck, dude. It's like this is like a 1 gallon jug and shit, dude. Drink this all the time with tea. I got something for my birthday is tomorrow, and I got an early birthday present, stuff like that, and I thought this was pretty fucking cool. Pretty fucking cool. I got a new cup.
Nice.
I don't know if you can see this. Look at how look at how big this is compared to my own one. Remember, the other one was pretty fucking big, dude. But this, and this is from the gas station down the street, dude. They renamed it Jackson. There's a new gas station. I thought this so I can go down there and refill up this motherfucker. Holy shit! God. Usually, if you have this mug here, you can refill it for free and shit, dude. So I'm not sure. I have to go double check that. You know?
Yeah, that's intense.
Big ass fucking I think I'll fill this up maybe once a day. I've been needing to drink more water. I found out that my tea doesn't count as drinking fucking water. Can you believe that? So I actually haven't been drinking water this whole time.
Huh.
You think that would make sense, right? All of this would be the equivalent of drinking water, since the main ingredient is water. I found out that the tea itself makes it to where you're more thirsty, and then the sugar inside this makes it to where it fucks up everything. It doesn't make it to where you're hydrant. You're making it to where you need more water. So I'm like, fuck, man, I've been doing it all wrong this whole time. I don't know if I can do anything, but I'm Southern. I need my sweet tea. You know what I mean? Yeah, I can't do fucking bullshit tea, dude. I tried it, bro. You can't take the sugar away from me. I think I'm gonna have a problem with that someday. I can already see it. I find that as an issue that I can't have my tea without it being Southern sweet tea with lime and sugar. You know what I mean? And then extras if you want, but that's usually the get-go for me right there. I don't drink water. I drink my Southern tea. Maybe that's why I got kidney stones. They did say it was hereditary. Maybe that was their nice way of saying, like, well, because of you fucked up and you got kidney stones. You know what I mean? That was stubborn. I can't drink water, bro. Water doesn't have flavor, man. I tried. No matter how much you try to get the little flavor drops and shit, dude, it tastes like the flavor drops. It doesn't taste like water. Tea is all I had, man. I tried all the alternative sugars too. They taste like shit, and most of them are. I looked them up. Most alternative artificial sugars are depositories. Look them up. They're the same chemicals that they use to make people shit and shit like that. I'm like, what? Yeah. Like those gummies that you buy. They have gummy bears. Those I forgot the name of those. The famous gummy bears. If you buy the artificial sweetened gummy bears like that, they make people shit like horribly. There's stories in them too.
That's why they don't make it. That's why they stopped making them.
The Hasbro one.
They changed the recipes.
No, they still have them. Oh, you got
they changed the recipe.
I just ate those, man.
Back in the 90s in Southern California, we used to get the chili Fritos from like 7-Eleven it was mostly 7-Eleven. You open them up and you go to a little cheese pump and shit like that. Fill up that
chili,
shit in the chili. It would only cost $1. How much?
We call those walking tacos here.
Walking tacos, see? Oh, that's awesome. We just call them the original chili Fritos, the chili cheese Fritos, because you can't have chili Fritos without the chili and the cheese in them. And the spork. You gotta grab a spork.
But that's a big thing around here. You go to baseball games for school events and stuff. You get a bag of Doritos, a small bag. They put taco meat, cheese, lettuce, tomato, onion, saffron, whatever. And you just walk around.
Bro, that sounds gourmet, dude. You took that shit to the next level, man.
Mm-hmm. That's how they do it around here, man.
That's a walk-in taco, then. See, I can see that. Yeah. That sounds to me that a walk-in taco sounds like a taco salad.
Yeah, it is. It's just street food.
Yeah. No, I like the name though. Walk-in taco, because you're walking around with it and you're tacoing it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want some. Shit. Wife is on her live. So.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna have to fend for myself for eating that. That's why I've been eating chips.
I think I lost my.
She bought me some potato salad and got me a TV dinner. So
Hold
I'll
on one
probably eat
second.
some potato salad and a Salisbury steak, macaroni and cheese TV dinner later.
Be right back. Hold on.
Those are good, actually.
I had
I'm
a
back.
Hungry
I got a
Man.
I got a card too and stuff like that, but I tripped out because I was like, dude, there was money in this card, and I couldn't find the money, and I was like, oh fuck, I guess I left it on the stairs or something like that. I got this from my sister. She's like, brother,
Yeah.
like most siblings, we have not always agreed on everything, but there's one thing I think we can agree on. And I open it up, it says, you're getting pretty damn old.
Ah.
That was pretty cool. Is it crazier that I'm more happy that I got this huge ass fucking? This is bigger than my. I could put my Stein inside here, bro. But I got enough money to get the Stein a replacement Stein that I wanted to get in the first place. The Stein
Nice.
that I'm gonna get, that's the replacement Stein, is 115 years old, and it has every country from Germany back in the day when it was another part of Germany. I forgot the name of it. I don't even but every country on there from back in the day, 115 years ago, is represented on the Stein and stuff like that. And it's from the beer gardens and stuff. It has to be a Stein that says 1 liter on it, and it's from the beer gardens, and it's from Germany to be an official Stein, or else it isn't a Stein. There's the other Steins too that have the, what do you call it?
Holy shit.
I wouldn't mind having a really cool Stein that has the, what does it call it? The zinc tops to it. Is that what metal is on the top of it? Or it's pewter.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. Most of those steins are in the shape of wherever province you are in Germany.
The wind broke his stalks, man.
Damn.
Yeah, that's bad out of hell. The wind got him so bad, broke all his shit.
See, that's the worst thing that can happen for an outdoor. I forgot about that. This hurricane can destroy stalks.
Oh, yeah.
Dude.
Oh, yeah.
Outside right now looks like there's a tornado forming, dude. Like,
and
not
the
even
stalk
joking.
was the size of a Coke can. So saying that's a beastly plan, it's just bad winds. You know?
Dude, you gotta look at this.
Oh, man. Yeah, you get what we had yesterday. We still get a little today.
I think it looks like a tornado.
Yeah. Yeah, we got a tropical depression out there on the coast right now.
Maybe that's the middle of it. I don't know. Whatever it is, it's just swirling right there in the middle. I'm in the middle of a valley, and usually right in that spot is where tornadoes develop and stuff like that. There was a tornado
before the storm here.
Like 15, 20 years ago.
Then all of a sudden,
I think about it.
Black Boof. There it is. Yeah. When it looks like that here, we gotta get ready. We'll stay inside. We get in nor'easters, and then they push out towards y'all's way and make tornadoes. By the time they hit y'all's way, it's a tornado.
Dude, I'm buying a bunch of what do you call it? Dragon fruit seedlings.
Oh yeah.
Like a big ass dragon fruit plant that has a bunch of little pups growing all over it. All I do is pluck the little pups on there and put them in cocoa, let them root, let them grow. Those will be my first army. I researched every species of dragon fruit out there. There are so many of them. There's this one called Morning Glory, American Graffiti. There's a few of them that I saw that were really cool looking. And I was like, oh man, I wanted a pink flesh dragon fruit one, but couldn't really find one that suited my needs because I wanted it to be self-pollinated. And they pollinate in the middle of the night too. And the flowers only bloom in the middle of the night, and you have to time that out. Go out there, harvest the pollen from them so you can save it and pollinate all the flowers later and shit, so you can have it for the rest of the year. Or there's some species that can't pollinate themselves, so you can take that pollen, pollinate them, and you'll for sure have your dragon fruit, but it's a cactus, man. It's really easy to grow. If you can't grow a cactus, man, you shouldn't be growing. That's how I feel.
Right. Yeah, that's something you only got to water like once a month, if that.
Yeah, if that, yeah. I mean, for this dragon fruit,
You won't buy it. Mist them with water. Keep a little bottle right nearby. And then maybe every other day just mist it. That's all you really got to do.
Yeah, with the dragon fruit, you have to beforehand get a big ass stake, like a big 4x4. I want to say like 8 foot, 6 foot long wooden stake, and put that into the ground, and then let that dragon fruit grow upwards onto that. And then if it starts branching out early, take those out and use those little pups to make new ones, and everything can be recycled. And just keep 2 going straight up, and eventually it'll side branch on the top of it. And then those side branches are the ones that start creating all the fruits and stuff like that. It's really easy to train and grow, man. I'm going to start growing a bunch of them in my backyard because I feel that's the only thing I know that I could get some good fruits, and it's bug resistant. And I live in zone 10, so I know I could grow that shit year round. I want to try it out, and then I'm gonna try a few different species of dragon fruit. Though I watched probably like a week's worth of fucking what dragon fruit's all about, and the phenos and the strains and self-pollinating and pollinating ones. They're all from all over the place. I didn't realize that. They're from South America to Vietnam, basically tropical areas. They can grow anywhere though.
Yeah, I
The
don't
fruit,
like the
though.
smell of this food.
You guys, you know how much a dragon fruit is at the store? $15-$20 a fruit. Do the math on that, man. They got to pay $25 one time for a fucking dragon fruit, dude. It was ridiculous.
Jeez.
Dude, I was seeing the prices of some of that stuff.
I wouldn't even fucking eat the fruit if I had to pay that much.
Dude, you would make money at my food line. You know that daggone aloe you got? Them huge pieces?
Yep.
They sell that shit for like $7 a piece.
Yep.
At the grocery store, man. Like, why? Well, just one big old piece, you know, like a 12-inch piece of that.
Grocery stores around here don't buy fucking produce from people.
You gotta get in with the mom and pops and the little restaurants.
Look at that.
Talk to the chef. Never talk to the manager. Always talk to the chef. They're in charge of food orders.
You guys see my drink, right? This is my original drink I had, and then the new fucking cup I got can look at. This is my new cup.
Oh
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Look, I could put the whole gallon inside here, dude. So, does it still make it a gallon then?
Yeah.
I'm assuming. See, I don't know how big
it's
this
just an
cup is.
insulated gallon.
That's dope. That's all I need anyway. I don't care. This is cool. I'm stoked on this. The fact that I can go down the street and get this filled up, dude, is even cooler. It's from the Whirly Drink Works.
Huh.
Whatever that means. It says in the bottom.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah. Too much glare. Whatever. I am so happy by the littlest things, though. I'm really picky about my cups. I grew up my whole life with one cup for a reason. That way, in my family, you couldn't blame me for filling up the dishwasher or the sink full of cups and shit. Like, no, motherfucker, I got one cup. And it's always been like that for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I used to be that way with coffee cups, and now it's like as I got older, everybody buys me coffee cups as a gift. I'm like,
well, I'm really picky about the cup too. The cup has to be huge. I don't know if you guys noticed. The cups are big. I go and fill up a cup.
You're like the guy that gets on the highway. Now we got to drive an hour, but you get that big 44. When you go.
This is a 64 ounce. A 64 ounce is 1 gallon. Yeah.
Yeah, you get the big 64.
I was always that guy. Back then, I never drank 40 ounces. I drank 64 ounces of OE.
My
They
dad
banned
can
them after a
never
while.
finish it. My dad never can finish them, but he gets them because they're the same price. You know, and he drinks for 99 cents at most gas stations, so he always picks the largest one.
Yeah, they banned the 64 ounces back in the day that I used to drink. They had handles on them. There was fucking. You were so drunk, you needed that handle too. You can't really hold a big ass fucking. The 40 ounce is pretty big too, but if you didn't have a bag or something like that, and the what do you call it? The dew on the glass would just make you slip sometimes. After a 64 ounce, you're feeling good. You have 2 or 3 of them. Just one will get you good, but 2 of them will get you fucked up. I would save it too and use it as my keg cup to fill up again.
Dispensary just got in a batch of cheetah piss.
I got some cat piss I harvested. I didn't save it. Didn't want to save it. Definitely cat pissy. Reminds me of like if you ever been to someone's house who has a male cat that sprays everywhere. It's not a pleasant fucking strain to want to keep around. It's a flavor.
Like my roadkill skunk I got. That meow was like that. It was a bad cat piss smell.
Yeah, it was like it wasn't even piss. It wasn't piss. It was a pheromone male musk smell, dude. That fucking male cats do when they go to every corner of like the couch and shit like that. You know, if you go to someone who has a cat.
Nah.
We have a cat here, and they do that every now and then. You know. Like, oh, yeah. We have 2 cats, 2 males. Fucking
I
awesome.
just found about a bowl pack, almost small bowl pack out of the grinder.
Cheers. I'm stoked, man. I got a lot of my garden supplies the other day. I completed the light setup again. I got this cool tube called the Hydro Crunch. That's what the name of the company is.
Oh yeah, Hydro Crunch. Yeah.
They're a 26-inch cool tube, really small, tiny motherfucker. You know what I mean? I was like, oh shit. Then I got the reducer, the PVC reducer that goes from 6-inch to 4-inch. So I could squeeze it in there. I'm probably gonna put some. I have that. What do you call that stuff? The Flexi Seal. I'm gonna Flexi Seal it in there so it's there forever and make it into a 4-inch ducking. That's where the socket is. That's where I'm gonna put that in there because I still need to go in there and unscrew bulbs and shit like that. So it'd be pointless to put that on there and not be able to put the big metal halide bulbs through it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's it basically right there. And then I got a new exhaust, the heavy duty one with the 7 layers into it that has like the plastic outlining and shit inside that makes it insulated. Pretty cool. And then what else did I get on there? The hangers, I would have to look at my list. I got a bunch of shit that day. Yeah, brain farted right now. Not sure what else I got. The weekend.
Oh man.
I definitely completed the light setup of this tent. Even though I got sponsored for an LED setup, they want me to pay for the shipping to bring all this shit to my house from wherever they're from and stuff like that. They've got a lot of lights. They want to send me like a bunch of lights and a bunch of fucking tents and shit. I don't even have a room in my fucking room for that shit. It was only like $100 shipping. Thought it was worth it. It was $100 down the drain, then oh well. But then I looked these people up, and they're actually a legitimate company and stuff like that. A lot of other people I know are sponsored by them. Like, oh, they're like, so we've been waiting for you. Have you? I was being such an asshole to them, dude. You don't even know, dude. I treated them like they were already trying to rip me off and stuff like that. So I didn't give any respect on there, dude.
Yeah, you already made your mind up there.
I did. I was like, bro, I told them, right off the bat because they messaged me. I didn't even know these people. They like messaged me. I was like, wait a minute, they messaged me.
You gotta
like,
be careful. I don't blame you, man.
Yeah. I told them straight up. I was like, honestly, unless you're sending me free lights, I'm really not interested. I told them right off the bat.
The wrong person gets your phone number and your address, they can make daggone credit cards and their name and scam. You know,
yeah. I told
credit
them
card with your name and info, but then it goes to their house and then they sell it to somebody. And, yeah, that's why you gotta be careful
we're interested.
with your info period to people, because the wrong people can do that.
I looked them up and stuff like that, and it was just some I think someone was sponsored by them, and then I just happened to look up or follow that sponsor or something like that a long time ago and stuff like that. And that was how I followed them. And yeah, I found out they were legit. I'm like, oh, okay. They just want me to pay for the shipping though. It's like $100 and something from
shipping
Japan or for wherever. You know what I mean? So I'm just like, I'm not an LED person. I'm real blunt about that. Yeah. Not. This is no strings attached to. I don't have to sit there and make a contract and be like, all right, we want you to do 100 episodes, and, you know, like shit like that. I would never do that anyway. Wouldn't do it. I told him that too. I was like, honestly, do I have to sign my life away to where you tell me I have to be this way on social media? Because if that's the case, suck it. I was literally telling him that. They're like, no, man, just buy our lights, man. You just pay the shipping. We don't give a fuck what you do. Just every time you show our lights, man, just tag us on it, and that's it. I'm like, oh, okay. That's what I want to hear. I was being real like an asshole to them, but I had to be. I didn't want to, you know, be that guy who got sponsored and signed his life away and can't be himself anymore. You know, I've done that before. I've done that before with what do you call it? With a microbe company, Great White Shark. Yeah. That's why I chose not to do that anymore. So, I don't know. I went back to the cold tube.
Oh God, I'm gonna cover up my name, but there's my old tag.
I could change the bulb too for $15 and have something brand new. You know what I mean?
Nice. Yeah.
You can too.
Exactly.
Don't say nice. I was gonna say you can too, motherfucker.
I'm not using that in this heat.
I know, but if you did though, not in this heat, yeah, I can understand.
That's gonna be my winter light. That'll work fucking perfect in this garage in the winter. I can tell you that 100%.
You're in a garage setup though. That's
really
why.
cold.
I have this set up.
Well, I got the tent. I got the tent in a not sealed garage. I'm in here all the time. The garage doors open, side doors open. Like,
I have this tent going into the, what do you call it?
80,
out my window.
85 in my garage.
I have it going out my window. It's the only way. The only way you can have this kind of setup is having it go out your window. That's it. That's how to keep the hot airs from coming back into the tent. Because if you have it recirculating, that hot air will just go back into your tent somehow, eventually. So if you have the exhaust going out
from outside, I have my intake.
There's a good way. There's a good way. I've done it before in a garage where I found out that on the very, very top where the roof part of the garage is, there's a vent up there, dude. And I just had to get like 3. It cost me money because the exhaust hoses. I think I bought like 3 of them and connected them, and it went straight up there and exhausted out. It worked though.
We don't have a ridge cap vent.
Oh,
there's no vent on this roof. So fucking retarded, dude. Makes no sense whatsoever. I've never seen a house in this area that does not have a vent.
Well, if they don't have one on the top, they usually have one on the bottom.
Well, but that's not going to do shit. Heat rises.
You can unscrew that. You can unscrew it and put a laundry vent exhaust port out there, and then you can have a 4-inch duct that'll go out there. I've done that before.
Well, I have my intake is where I use the little side vent. I take air in from there, and it's getting pushed into the tent, and then
you're doing it the opposite way. That's what it is. You're taking the air. I would have had the hot air go out that port that you're taking that cold air in from.
Well, but my garage is 85, so
But if you have an exhaust going, I have it 24/7 too, the window fan. So if you have it exhausting to all the
yeah,
time,
I
it
have
won't
the
be those high
intake.
temperatures.
I have the intake and the exhaust constantly on.
Oh, okay, that was another question I was gonna ask. You just have a hot ass fucking
Yeah,
area. I don't blame you, man. Fuck, that sucks.
yeah, it's
Like
fucking hot, dude. It's
here,
88 in the tent right now.
I have to have the air conditioning on all day, every day in my house. I'm lucky because
Well, and
I have family here, so like
yeah,
the
your
air
area
conditioning is
is a
always on.
lot.
I lucked out. I lucked out on that, to where I
It's a
utilize
lot different. Yeah,
the
well,
air.
exactly. If I had AC, fuck, that'd be nice, man.
Dude,
But
when I get the cool
I'm in a
tube set up,
garage.
dude, it'll be 75 degrees in this fucking tent. Right now, it's like probably 80, 90, probably
And
close to 100 in there. It's
even
hot as fuck.
when I ran the cool tube, I couldn't. My temps, if anything, I was trying to get them just right. That was the
That will,
frustrating part for me.
again, you were doing it the
The
opposite way. That setup is designed
Well, I
to
didn't have.
blow the hot air out that port, not to get the cold air into the port. Try blowing the hot air out that port, dude. I'm telling you, you'll get that set up to 75 degrees. I did that in a garage, a room, without any air conditioning. It'll be the same temperature as it is outside all the time. It just sucks lately that we have a heat wave where it's always 80, 90 degrees everywhere, and lately 100 and stuff like that. It'll probably be that same temperature since you don't have any air,
Yeah,
central air into it.
yeah, because my
That,
garage is 85 right now.
yeah, that
Inside the
setup is
tent's
designed
88.
to be whatever temperature it is and around your surroundings of that tent. That's if
Yeah.
you have it blowing the hot air from the cool tube outside, like an outer window or a port. That's what I'm doing right now. I have
Well,
everything. I'll show you.
when I have the cool
Here's the
tube
tent
when I have the cool tube set up,
going out here.
I push the air out of the cool tube outside.
You see this patch I have on my tent?
Oh yeah.
Forgot what the name of that cartoon was. It was in the 90s. Little Monsters, I think it was called. It was a Nickelodeon
Oh,
show.
nice. Oh,
It was originally a patch. I got a bunch of these patches. Where are they? Here we go.
what happened? You
I have a
froze.
few of them. Where am I, Lee?
You froze. You're there. You are.
Yeah, for some reason, I had to click my screen back on. That was kind of weird. No, I have a bunch of these patches
Epic.
from Nickelodeon and stuff like that. And I got that one up there because it looked like a big nutsack holding balls or holding his eyes up there and shit like that. And it wiggles in the wind and shit, dude. So I'm just like, fuck it, dude. I'm just going to leave that fucking wiggling ball sack up there on my tent. That's the reason why he's up there. I forgot his name. I think his name Grimace or something like that. He's from Little Monsters, the show Nickelodeon Little Monsters.
Yeah,
Wherever they were going with
Grimace.
Grimace,
That
yeah.
was the red. That was the main fucking guy, dude. That was the red guy.
No, this guy
He was
wasn't
the
red.
main
This guy looked like a fucking hairy nutsack with fucking eyes and a mouth.
Oh, was that the guy that held his eyes?
Yeah. Look, see?
Yeah.
That's him right here. Weird ass character. I don't know. I thought that was a weird ass patch, so I put him on my grow tent. Like, you know what, dude? He's worthy. Okay. He has nuts. Pun intended. A weird ass fucking character.
So,
You looked him up?
I'm.
Would you look
gonna
up
switch
nutsack
around
character
now.
from Little Monsters? I used to have that video game. That video game came out on Nintendo back in the day. Oh yeah, dude, my sister's awesome, dude. She gave me a 64-ounce fucking. Why is it that I'm more happy that I got a fucking cup than I did? She gave me money too. I'm more happy about this cup
Nice.
than anything else. I like this cup. Just keep sipping. That's crazy. That's what it says on the cup.
Nice.
Sipping on some. Damn, I like this cup.
Come on. Ah.
Is it weird that I want to go down the street to that gas station and fill it up? I can easily fill it up with my tea, but I want to see what I can get at the gas station. Probably have to pay for it, but still. I remember if you bought the one from Circle K or 7-Eleven, that was this big. Free refills, man. That's what they kept on saying.
Oh yeah.
Free refills. And it was usually when I was in Texas and shit like that. They would give you these, they were called thirst quenchers and shit like that. You could refill them because the cups themselves were fucking expensive. No one wanted to buy the big ass fucking cup to drag it around all over the place or have it in their car. I do. You know you guys do too, man. Come on, man. Have one cup and not have to refill it like 10 times all day. I hated that. It's like the everlasting gobstopper. That's why I have this big ass cup, man. I'm so stoked on it, man. Oh. Look at it. I went to Jack in the Box earlier. Look at this little small ass cup compared to this big ass fucking monster of a cup. Look, it goes in there, dude. That's just ridiculous, dude. Look at that. With more room in there. That's crazy. If you guys can find a bigger cup, man, let me know and I'll probably end up getting it. I don't think they get as big as 64 ounces, I think. That's it, right? Anything bigger is a pony keg, I think. I think that is a pony keg. I have to look it up. Heineken has those little pony keg motherfuckers.
Oh yeah.
Not sure.
Yep.
I'm not sure how many ounces that is. That might be 264 ounces right there.
It's enough to get your head red, but not enough to share.
Definitely.
I've gotten one of those things from 7-Eleven before too. Little pony cake like that. Like, oh, perfect.
Yeah, you pump.
Yeah, I'd pump it up. I'd wear my backpack, and I'd wear the backpack upside down and shit, and have it like adapt an extra hose to it, where I had it right there in my mouth, dude, and just wouldn't even tell people. They're like, what are you doing, man? Pony cake status. And then I found out at every liquor store has them, dude. If you have a really good liquor store that'll take care of you and will even give you alcohol when you don't have money, those are the good liquor stores. Every area has one. And they can order you a pony keg of your choice. Whatever bullshit fucking beer you drink, they have it. And if not, in a week later, they will.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You know, and if you go in there with an extra pony keg or an extra keg as a trade, you won't even have to pay for the tap fee, the rental fee. I used to buy kegs all the time. Yeah. It's cheaper to get a keg than it is to fucking get the 64 ounce or the 64 cans of whatever bullshit beer you're drinking and shit like that. Just buy the fucking keg.
Oh, yeah.
$60 for a fucking keg, dude, it'll last you.
Better.
Yeah. It'll last you a long time, man. Being honest. And if you're around people that drink all the time, get yourself a keg and a kegerator, dude. You'll thank me later. If not, just make one out of a trash can and some good ice. Some slurry ice, we used to call it, with the half salt, half ice water. What up, Stacey? See, you knew about 7-Eleven.
I see.
7-Eleven hacks, man. Everyone knows them. The chili Fritos with the chili cheese. Can I get some chili Frito? My money. Mama! That was on Friday, if you guys don't remember. Big Worm stole that little kid's money. I know that whole movie by heart, guys. It took me a while, too. I think it was like 2 or 3 years later I found out why fucking Craig got fired. It was the first 5 seconds of the movie. First 5 seconds of the movie shows Ezel running with the boxes. If you go to the movie and you rewind the first 5 seconds of that movie, all you see is Ezel running on the sidewalk with boxes and shit. It was because of him. Craig got fired on his day off because they thought that Ezel was Craig that stole the boxes from his job and shit. It's fucked up. So it was because of fucking crackhead Ezel, Craig got fired in the first place. Yeah. You're welcome.
Stupid crackhead.
Yep. That's why they were making fun of him. How do you get fired on your day off?
Fucking
I
crackheads.
don't know, man. What's fucked up is he looked nothing like Ezo. How do you get confused by a crackhead, dude? That's fucked up. No one wants to say it either. Not everybody looks the same. I'll just leave that alone. Dude, it looks beautiful out there, man. Yeah, I used the word beautiful. Look like I died and went to heaven and shit, dude. They're like heaven clouds out there with light beams coming down off the clouds and shit, dude. Some crazy shit out there. Hurricanes.
Hey man, how high are you, man?
I'm really high. I'm just waiting for the triple rainbow or the double rainbow. There's always the fucking stupid guy fucking that just goes crazy off the fucking double rainbows. Those are my favorite fucking videos right there. I actually wanted to make a fake double rainbow video just because of that. If I ever see a double rainbow out there, I'll start fucking getting all dramatically excited and start crying over it. Double rainbow!
Oh yeah, you got it, man. Always.
Everybody that does one of those videos,
Life-changing experience, man. Double rainbow.
That 600-pound Hawaiian dude that ended up singing that rainbow song, not around anymore.
Oh, fucking
Yeah. I know you're talking about.
We all know who he's talking about. He's the guy that sings that. You know, he starts off that song that's somewhere under but in Hawaiian. We all know it. We all know it. You know, we've all heard it.
Israel is. Israel.
Yeah.
Yeah, Israel. There you go.
Is. Yeah.
Samsonite. That was way off. Going on silence. For everyone's thinking of something completely different, but we're all here on the live.
Good to see you.
I see you.
The big goat.
Yep. We were talking about like the cups earlier. About that. Yeah. The big gulps have one of these. But
Hey, you remember the old Hardee's cups, the Moose? I still got mine from the 80s. I got boxes of them.
they don't have Hardee's here in our area. It's just Carl's Jr. Carl's Jr. is the same as Hardee's for all your
Yeah,
West
my
Coast.
friend owns them. Yeah, my friend owns them.
Yeah.
Run Bodie, the one that did my videos. My decoy. Nathaniel Bodie.
I like
He
Hardee's.
got lucky,
Hardee's,
man. When his grandfather Mayo died, him and his brothers took over.
Hardee's has the, what do you call it?
There's
The checkered
Hardee's,
season fries.
Carl's, and Scats.
That's
They
the
are
one thing
both.
Carl's Jr. doesn't have. You know that?
What, the season fries?
Yeah, the seasoned checkered fries that they have. Yeah, where they're crisscross cut and stuff like that.
Awful.
Carl's Jr. has the steak fries and the regular fries and shit like that. But and Hardee's has them crisscross little circle fries that are they're borderline taters, man.
We got regular fries in this area.
Oh, okay, that's good. That was the question I was going to ask you. Do they have the regular fries? 'Cause
Yeah.
I haven't eaten the Hardee's.
Chick-fil-A has the waffle fries.
Oh, okay, nice. Yeah, Chick-fil-A has them here. Waffle fries. Jack in the Box might have them too. Though. I know they have the seasoned curly.
7-Eleven.
I just ate them earlier. In fact, now that I think about them, I have them right here next to me. Some Jack in the Box
Oh, boy.
curly fries.
See, dude,
I'm talking about curly fries, and they're sitting here right next to me, dude. I completely forgot about that. I'm sorry.
I'm hungry. I'm gonna have to go get some.
Remember, I was telling you guys earlier that they fucked up my order and gave me a buttery jack.
Oh yeah.
I didn't get that on purpose, man. I'm telling you that. Who the fuck orders a buttery jack? You know, that's how I feel. I felt insulted. I don't want anything buttery, unless it's a fucking steak or a lobster. Steak or lobster, or no, fuck that. My potato needs to be buttery. I love a fucking good twice baked potato.
Grits, you gotta add butter.
Grits, you're right. Oh, I can't forget about the grits. There's a lot of southern food you need butter, okay? But just not on my burger. I didn't want a buttery burger. You know why? I have a phobia. I'm OCD when it comes to grease on my hands and my mouth. I'll wash my face and my hands 100,000 times thinking I still have the grease on my hands and my face. I'm one of those. I'm a germaphobe. Never was before, but I just don't like grease. I love greasy food. Give me anything greasy food. I just don't like the aftermath of greasy food. I'm one of them motherfuckers that'll put a gloves. I wear gloves when I eat greasy food if I can.
You don't like that grease.
I love greasy food like ribs and shit like that, but I'm that motherfucker that'll wear gloves. I got gloves for my ribs. I got rib gloves. I'll wear a bib. I don't give a fuck, man. No shame here. I'll go all out. If I'm gonna eat something, I want to turn into a dinosaur and eat it. You know? I'm the guy that'll eat the steak contest at the fucking steakhouse. I'm telling you that. I can eat, dude. I can eat pounds of fucking food. I've never lost a food eating contest, too. I'm not even joking about that. I've entered every food eating contest I've ever entered in my life. I've won. Besides, no, I can't say that. I've lost several of them online. Every single of the ones I've done face to face, like surrounding with people right next to me going, "Get ready!" and then we're eating next side to side, I've always won. These motherfuckers that I try to compete with the actual food eating people that go to the Coney Island and they're professional eaters and shit. Yeah, you can't beat those motherfuckers. They told me their secrets. Nah, they told me their secrets, man.
They're called potatoes. The guys
that's exactly it. I asked them, I'm all, how do you do that? They're like, we train our stomachs. And I was like, what do you mean? Before the event, we'll eat a bunch of food that'll expand our stomachs, and then it'll unspan. And when it comes time for us to go for the challenge, our stomachs are big enough to handle the food we eat. I'm like, dude, that's smart. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't even think about that. And I asked them, because we were eating hot peppers and shit like that too. I'm all, what do you do when you have to eat the hot peppers? They're like, we eat either cottage cheese or ice cream. We're like, the cottage cheese says works the best because they can eat it beforehand and it'll coat their stomach and it won't burn in the inside. Cause I've done that before when I ate a bunch of, probably ate like 10 Carolina Reapers at once. Yeah, that shit ate my stomach basically on the inside, and I was just ring of fire everywhere, all 9 yards, man. I was hurting that day.
The new Cobra guys. That's Cody. He has that daggone competition with that guy. Pepper eating competition. The last one was the dragon pepper, as they called it.
All those professional pepper eaters are my friends.
He grabbed it, right? But he grabbed it, a little snack he had and put it in his hand. He grabbed the pepper, cupped it, and then slid the snack up and popped it in his mouth. Acted like he was eating it. Swallowed, opened his mouth, and the guy was like, ah. So he grabbed one and chewed it, and he drank the milk immediately and all over.
There's this woman.
He cupped it in one.
Bro, there's this woman called the UK Pepper Queen, dude. I know her, dude. She's the one who can, between her and this other woman from India, they'll sit there and eat 50 Carolina Reapers in a big ass bowl in one sitting, dude. They sit there one by one and look at each other and just one after the other. And I'm just looking at them going like, damn, I literally stopped at 10. I couldn't, I was literally crying. I had hallucinations. I had boogers going straight from my nose all the way down to the floor, from my eyes, my nose, my mouth. I was just on a different. I was talking in tongues. I was sitting there going. Blah, 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 blah. I was on a good one.
Like them wings, I'll do that and stuff like that. But to constantly drop peppers back to back, I know better. My gut, I'd be in hell.
I trained myself to get to that point, though.
I got bleeding ulcers. That would burn.
No, when you can't just go at it. you can't just go at those peppers like from the beginning. You have to go and start off with the mediocre peppers, work your soluble level on your body, and eventually eat the hots. And then when you eat those hots, you have to keep eating hot peppers to keep that soluble level to eat those hot peppers. So when you see those friends that eat those hot peppers, they have been eating those peppers for years to get that hot soluble level in their bodies. If you see just a dumb random folk like me right now to eat a pepper, I will cry and will suffer the consequences. I'm just letting you know, you have to reach a certain level to eat those peppers. That's a professional. So when you see those people in the pepper community, look at those guys as professionals, because those guys actually earn that respect of fucking eating a bunch of hot peppers to get to that level. A random motherfucker like me thinking he can eat a pepper right now since I didn't train, I'm an idiot. Straight up.
I can eat them as a novelist, but I'm not going to try to be no pro. I'll be a professional pepper grower and breeder.
Me too.
The hell with that going try to eat them all.
I enjoy watching other people eat.
I enjoy the spice, but I use it in moderation, like one pepper per dish instead of just popping them back for, hey, I can eat all these peppers. That's useless, man. You know, don't fill up off peppers. Get some chicken and some onions and some, this and that. Toss it together, make tacos.
Dude, my peppers are getting attacked by leaf miners. Fuck those things, dude. I have to get the Jack's dead bug spinosad on them.
Yeah.
I'm ordering some next week, but I ran out. I'm suffering now because I didn't fucking reorder it, dude. I looked at my peppers earlier today. Every single plant has minor leaf or leaf miner damage.
I didn't mine not once this summer, and they look organic. Just saying, they produced, but they're organic.
Yeah, all mine are.
The peppers when they go beyond the red to the purple.
Yeah,
I got that level and you see like little
save the seeds when you get to that level.
White grayish seams to where the pepper's getting old. That's what I want.
Save the seeds when you get to that level. Cut them in half so you don't get any mold issues, and you'll be perfect. Yeah, I highly recommend that. Cut them in half and air dry them. Don't let them sit in the pepper because they'll get moldy and the seeds will get moldy and all that'll go away.
I let sun dry on the vines.
Yeah, you got to sun dry them like tomatoes. No. That's how I save my seeds. Or everyone in the pepper community does it too. We get our pods when they're in the ripening zone and then slice them in half.
And my granny told me that when I was 5. I'm an old dirt man.
Nice. You gave me a pod. I still have it.
Oh yeah, I gave you 2 pods.
I'm gonna grow that next season. I have one right now that's supposed to give me some pods. It hasn't given me any pods yet. I'm gonna go and check probably.
My ghost cherries ain't produced yet. They're just now blooming.
I only grew it for the pods.
The wind broke it over at the ground level, so now I got a big old bush like that now. They're just now, and they've been out there since April 20th.
I got a huge bush of Aki pineapple peppers in the backyard right now. I got like 6 different variety of peppers in the backyard right now.
Oh yeah, me too. I love it, man. The shishito has been my favorite. I got some growing in the tent now. My
favorite are the fish peppers, man.
Oh yeah.
I like those, man. These were exotic American peppers from the 1800s, but that came back accidentally. It was extinct, and then someone's grandpappy had the seeds that he did a trade back in the day, and he had them in his freezer frozen in his seed collection. And then when he passed away,
little Tabascos. I want to get grow them next year.
Nice. You know how to make Tabasco sauce?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's the same exact way Asian people make what's called fish sauce. The exact same process. That's why I think that stuff came from Asia, but it came from the South.
You ferment it, and then
you squish it out, and
That's
how it's a fermented sauce. That's a vinaigrette ferment sauce.
That's how I make all my hot sauce.
Yep, anything southern from like the Louisiana side on up is a vinaigrette ferment style sauce. I like that sauce. You just have to know how to make your ferments and stuff like that, but it's very similar. They do it in barrels though, and then squeeze them out.
That'll burn you up.
That's awesome that you make your own, man. I wouldn't expect anything other than like making your own at a homestead. Though. It's good to see that you're sharing these ways for others to go and spark their interest. Keep it going. Damn, that's a lot. Dude, I'm growing pizza ingredients right now.
I got cases of the pint and the half pints of these. I made cases of them.
Nice.
About several cases of the jars. And you know how peppers produce.
Yep. I'm growing pizza ingredients right now, dude. I looked up what's the best ingredients to make my own pizza and pizza sauce. And the main tomato for
paste,
pizza making, it's tomato paste, but the tomatoes that they use are San Marzano, straight from Italy. Like, those Italy canned tomatoes that they have and shit like that you find at like Italian shops. Those are called San Marzano.
I was in the pizza industry 20 years, over 20 years.
Me too. But there was only two, two tomatoes that they used for the pizza. It was the San Marzano and Roma tomatoes. Roma was the common tomato that you would get at any pizza place. You would see it on their logo. It would be on the pizza boxes and everything.
People don't realize did not come with cheese or toppings. It was just sauce and crust.
Yeah.
It was a treat
margarita.
for workers on their street food.
They called it a margarita pizza. It was just sauce, one little slice of cheese on it, and one slice of tomato on it. I used to run a pizza place here in Temecula back in the day.
I ran Chanello's, Papa John's, Daggone Domino's, Pizza Hut's. We retired for 20 years.
Ours was an Italian-style pizza place where we threw the dough up in the air.
That's what Chanello's was. I learned from Jerry Chandler. He was Sicilian. He still got his very first store, which he wanted me to run forever, but I had to move.
I heard that
Virginia Beach area.
We were a dirt bike pizza place here in Temecula and stuff. It was dedicated for dirt bikers and stuff like that.
The recipe he trained me with, my friends that own Three Brothers Pizza, they use that dough and sauce recipe now.
It was called Bottom Out Pizzeria. But we bought the ingredients from Knockout Pizzeria, which is in Oceanside, and then they bought the original ingredients from a Knockout Pizzeria that was from New York. So it was a New York style pizza place.
Yeah, one of my buddies owns one called Brooklyn Pizza. And they have the large Brooklyn style pizzas, have the brick ovens and everything.
The ingredients to make it an official New York style pizza was you get this bottled water from New York, a specific place in New York and stuff that had like their water and stuff. They say you mix that water with the certain dough that they have and a certain yeast, you're gonna make the same fucking pizza that they have in New York and stuff like that at their New York places and stuff. So
almost climate has a lot to do with it because the oven climate. Oven.
Well, it's usually a brick oven, and you have to have a certain
sea level has a lot to do with it.
Altitude, huh?
Here in the mountains, it's going to be way different pizza than down Flatlanders have. Down on the coast, it's way different.
So you're thinking longitude and latitude could hold a big difference.
Oh, yeah.
I can see that.
Has a lot to do with dough rising and stuff, man.
I can see that. When I was in Texas, the one thing they told me and my family when we moved to Texas for 4 years, that since we're in a different altitude, we're more likely to get sick and our blood pressure levels rise and all that. And then when we moved back down to Cali recently, like it was the opposite. We were just like, you're basically going to be like you're going to feel like you're back in your 20s and do backflips and shit. By getting closer to the ocean. It was really weird. The higher altitude you get, and then I researched this, all football teams, like say if they live by the oceans and stuff like that, on the off season when they do training, they do altitude training when they get up to the mountains somewhere and they train on these high altitudes and shit like that. And then when they go back into their towns and shit, that's how they train better and faster.
Yeah, a lot of the Flatlanders, they are no competition when they go
they're not.
The mountains because their lungs can't handle the climate, so they wear out quicker. That's why they usually lose away from home games.
Yeah, I've noticed that most training camps for most sports are are in high altitude places. Look it up. I was just like, whoa, that's crazy. It makes sense though.
That's why the Titans were undefeated.
Dude, it is 9/11.
Yeah, it is 9/11. It's 9/11, and this morning I fired my 1911 in remembrance of those.
She said 9/11 when it was 9/11 in her area. I thought that was crazy. It's 6:22 when I realized that. Literally 11 minutes later, I noticed that comment.
Yeah, me too, because I was drifting off to these graphic bombs. I'm still looking at.
Me too. I'm fucking.
But dude,
Oh, I agree too.
how far y'all? There's another beheading here, and there's one where y'all at. Did you hear about that girl that got her head cut off?
That's crazy. Unfortunately, yeah, I did.
She's young, and her grandparents.
I think she got ran over or something. It was very horrible. Very misfortunate.
She was decapitated. Someone cut her head off. They never found the body in San Carlos.
Did they find the person?
I don't know. I'm looking.
San Carlos? Where's that at? Why does that sound like
there.
it's in California?
It is.
Ah,
She was what, 27? Karina kissed.
San Carlos sounds like it's in middle California.
Her boyfriend was arrested for homicide charges. He killed her, cut her head off.
Damn.
The weapon was a sword, but authorities described it as a stabbing instrument.
She didn't get stabbed. She got her fucking head chopped off, man. That's a fucking sword.
Oh man, she did it in front of her 1-year-old daughter.
Yeah, that guy deserves all things that go to hell, dude. That's just.
They better
so
put him in a safe.
man.
They better put him in a safe place because when people ask for his paperwork, they're gonna.
Oh, they're gonna put him in PC right off the bat, dude.
Oh,
That
you
guy
already know that, yeah.
yeah, he's already a green light just for what he did and how it happened in front of kids and stuff like that. Yeah,
He's gonna be.
I'm talking like I've been in jail before. I've never been in jail.
Yeah.
I've watched so much shit about that shit though.
Process in a safe place, but them guys will always get in a safe place. Guys. Always seen it.
Those kind of people will always end up in a safe place. It's called heaven or hell.
No, it's called purgatory, where their souls can just sit there and wonder. They don't deserve to go to heaven or hell. They deserve to just roam, run easy.
Everybody
without
deserves to go somewhere.
Well, purgatory, I think, is worse than hell because you're sitting there just wondering, why ain't you good enough?
Purgatory, you're just in limbo, dude. Is that what you're saying? There are people out there just.
You're like, yeah, you're just there and no one talks to you.
I think it'd be bad if you didn't know you were in limbo.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that? I think that's 100 times worse than being in limbo. To not even know that you're even in it in the first place. They say most of humanity is like that. We're stuck in the matrix, bro.
What was it, 60s or 70s movie called The Purgatory? The Western movie? That was great. That's a must watch. These guys ended up going there. They didn't realize they were dead at first. And the cowboys, they rode to the purgatory, didn't realize they were in purgatory. And they see all these old gunslingers and stuff out there. Like, I thought you were dead, and no one would ever say nothing to them. For a while, they figured out, hey, we're dead too. We're waiting.
Fuck that, dude. There are so many fucking. That sounds like every episode of the Twilight Zone.
Waiting for their turn to ride the wagon over the cliff.
Yeah, am I the only one that thought that? Did he just not describe the Twilight Zone?
Well,
you have now entered
the Twilight Zone.
Yeah, pretty much. That's a great show.
I fucking love it.
Totally reminded me of the Twilight Zone. Yeah.
Yeah. And Doctor
Who, this thing came with a straw, man.
Remember Doctor Who back in the
It is
day?
now
We were too young for that. When Doctor Who and Doctor Strange, y'all remember that?
Yeah.
Doctor Strange.
Old shows, man. A lot of people were like, what? My wife don't even know a lot of television shows I watch because she won't watch those.
They still have Nick at Night where they show all that
I
shit.
introduced her to Dazed and Confused for crying out loud because she was 10 years old. I introduced her to Goonies.
Goonies. I grew up with Goonies.
I introduced her to Outsiders.
I saw the that deleted scenes of
Porky's.
Goonies where they showed the octopus. No one's even seen that, dude. And I tell them, "Have you seen the octopus in the scene in Goonies?" They're like, "I've never seen."
That's at the end. That's at the end when it comes up.
Yeah.
And pulls the shit back down.
They
deleted that scene.
They deleted that scene. No, what happened was that they didn't really delete it. They saved it for when they had to show Goonies on, the Goonies on TV. That was the TV version where it was all censored and shit like that. They threw the octopus in there. So unless you seen it on TV, you didn't really see the octopus scene back in the 80s. That's what it was. So unless you were sitting there in front of your big ass wooden frame TV back in the 80s watching Goonies like the rest of us Goonies,
I was back in the 80s.
you didn't see it.
Watching that.
Yeah, everyone had the wooden screen TV that.
He had everything. Data had everything. All them little gadgets.
Yeah. Go, Gadget. Wendy. Wendy was his daughter. What was the name of the dog? I always forget the name of the dog. That's all I knew him as.
The oldest brother played Christopher Webb in one of my favorite 80s skate movies. Or Christopher Webster, my favorite skate movie. Skate or Die.
Skate or Die.
And he also played in Thrashing. That's my number one favorite.
Thrasher got all satanic lately, though.
And also,
I guess they were the whole time.
Thrasher's always been like that.
Yeah, I thought about that. I was just thinking about it. They were always satanic.
The movie Thrashing also had the very first appearance of Red Hot Chili Peppers in the movie.
Yeah, that's true.
That's when they did their old punk. They were more punk than what they are. Mainstream.
Thrashers was punk, though, dude. You had a bunch of us fucking grimy motherfuckers.
Oh, yeah, man.
That would do anything to be on TV.
I love Bad Brains and shit, man. I love punk. I'm pumped till I die. I like all.
I feel bad for all the people that were on Thrasher. Now that I think about it, dude, because every single one of them motherfuckers were thriving skateboarding people that if they didn't do certain things that whole time they were in that fucking bus or van of chaos that they have, they were basically eliminated and they didn't get their fucking signing deal. They had to do a lot of fucked up shit.
Punk and a jug of
I saw the videos of that. Remember? They made a show out of it.
I know he don't like that, but I guess he keeps me around because he knows I chop. Chicken up. I keep axes everywhere, man.
1503 is in the background. I know he is. He's been going.
Yeah, he's flipping me off right now.
They're asking where you went in the chat.
He's flipping me off right now. He
No.
Fucking juggle up. I hate juggle up.
Stacey asked where you went.
I'm moving shit around and getting hit by a fan. Felt fucking wonderful. Ow. Fucking fan blade. Fuck you.
Dude, I made some of the best clones in this batch, man. I wish I made a video. I didn't even bother making a video or to show them to, but every single one of them were like this long on the roots and had like fish spines on them. The way I like doing them, and I didn't use anything making these clones, nothing, and they came out so healthy. All I did was clean the cloning bucket and use filtered water, and then it was a 2-week process where I started on a Monday, and then on Friday I took the bucket lid of the clones off it, put it on another bucket to hold there for a little, and then I put the whole cloning system in my shower and I scrub cleaned it, made sure there was no slime or any kind of buildup like that, like how cloning setups have that. But and then I air dried it and threw it back into the setup, filled it up with filtered water again, and I got better results doing that than putting cloning gels and all that shit on there, dude. It just, I don't know. I'm telling you, man, I was doing it wrong the whole time, man. Literally, nothing works. The only way to say it, try it. If you have a cloning setup, just use fucking filtered water and then clean it in 1 week. Do it a 2-week process. That's the only thing I did. It's really, really simple. You start on a Monday, clean it on a Friday, throw the water back in it, start it back on, throw the cones back in there. You'll thank me later, man. It was that easy, man. Couldn't get any easier than that. Yeah, I have Geico insurance too.
Geico, Gecko, Gecko, Geico. No, I was moving intake. Now we have that's my intake. That'll go up there eventually. That's intake. That's sucking out bullshit.
Oh, I remember what I got now.
And then that's the tri-poly. Woohoo!
I ordered a 6-rack air an air dryer, or you know those racks that you use to put your nugs on it, and it dries your nugs basically.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's a hanging one that kind of retracts on itself. I got a really good deal on one on eBay. Got paid like $15 for it or something like that. Some ridiculous amount, because when I looked up the other price for it, it was like over $100 one. Because every 2 or 3 on the rack has a clip on it where I can unclip it and just make it. Say if I only had enough herb to just use 2 of the racks, I could use just two, and then clip extra racks to double it and stuff. I thought it was really cool. And I have this thing that I've been using as my hamper that I am going to use for that the hanging rack that'll go over it and stuff like that. And when I'm if I'll have that in my my flower tent, I'll have that hanging rack with this thing on there, and it won't be affected by the light still on, stuff like that. Otherwise, I would have to have the light on. I don't know. I still have my other mom tent that I could utilize, but it's 6 feet long. I think it said. That's longer than my veg tent. That's as long as my flower tent. That's crazy.
This phone never freaking focuses anymore. It got all fucked up.
I'm gonna go get me something to watch again.
What cheese?
Oh, man, I'm still worn out from all that work the other day.
That's crazy. I'm looking at the exact same sunset, but on my angle, dude.
Yeah. I know, isn't that weird?
Look at this. Look.
Yeah.
That's
weird.
Crazy.
Yeah, so you're like, hey, like there. Now I'm looking at you.
Scary, man. That's scary. Dude, I'm almost in the eye of the storm, dude. I told you, dude. I didn't even realize that. Look. Check it out. Right on top. It's all clear. Everywhere else around me, it's all fucking cloudy as fuck and purple and cloudy. Yeah. And then right here, in like 10, 15, maybe 30 minutes, it'll be clear on top. I'm in the eye of the storm.
Fucking trippy.
Pretty much sunset anyway, so who cares?
West Coast alchemy.
Oh, this has been the most excitement that's happened.
Cold cured live rosin.
How much?
Well, it says 1 for 200.
For 2 grams?
Yeah, of West Coast alchemy 70 and 1. It says 70 to 120 U. Cold cured live rosin.
I've gotten their stuff before, and I've gotten for at least $20 and $25.
Yeah.
I still have the jars.
Bro,
They're right behind me.
this is black market. This is black market too. That's the fucked
Crazy.
up part. This is the dispensary. That fucking crazy, dude.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
thunder.
Where the black market is
Thunder.
more expensive than the legit one. That doesn't make any sense.
I know, right?
Black market shouldn't even matter, dude, because you can sell your supposedly black market product to the people anyway, and it could be legitimate.
Oh my god.
You know that, right?
Well, I could go on fucking eBay or Amazon and buy Jungle Boy's bags and just put my flour in Jungle Boy's bags if I wanted to, or cookies.
That is true. 100%
Even though it's
true.
not the same quality. Even though it's not the same quality, I don't give a fuck. It still says Jungle Boys, and some idiot's gonna pay for it.
There's a lot of people out there
But I
buying the
wouldn't
bag,
even
though.
do that. I wouldn't even do that anyways. Like that kind of shit that I hear that's going on is just like, what the fuck? Like that's crazy.
You know what it is? You just pointed out something that is like should be pointed out, man. The new millennial generation is getting ripped off day by day. They're the new consumers, so a lot of people are just finding
100%.
ways because they're the ones buying all that shit in the first place, man.
Yeah.
Where they're just buying the bag instead of actually the product and stuff like that. I'm not trying to knock everyone.
Exactly. It's
Yeah,
like
there's a lot of my friends who do that, and that's who they sell them to and stuff like that. I
Really?
never say anything because it's none of my business. But I'm just
that for $200, you're paying for the logo and the name.
that's exactly
it.
what you're doing. You're paying for the bag. You're paying for the bag and then you're gonna take a picture of the bag saying, "Yeah, look what I'm smoking." You know, it's all ego basically.
Yeah.
I found the Grandy guava bags that come with my strain. It's funny that you said that recently. I looked them up too. It's like, whoa, $25 for a 50 pack of the baggies. I wanted to get them, but then at the same time, I would never use them. I would give them away with.
Well, no. What you do is you find one big one, or
these
you
were
can
eighth
get the
ones.
label.
These were eighth ones.
Get the label.
I wanted to get them just so I can fill them up with little eighths and give them to my friends and say, "Hey, man, look, I'm growing the strain." They'll be asking me, "What is it?" It's on the fucking bag, man.
Yeah.
Well, it's guava.
Well, I'm probably gonna shut this down soon. I'm tired.
I hear that. Let me smoke a bowl. Go do my thing. Cheers. Are you ready?
I gotta pack.
Get a pack one. I'm already ready.
Not ready.
Well, they're ready.
I failed. Yeah, we just got some white. Fucking A, I don't even remember. Holy shit! I just ordered it. White mochi. That's what I'm smoking on right now.
Nice.
I don't
tried
know
that
the
yet.
cross, but it's okay.
Isn't that like a Asian candy?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm on the same. All right. That's what I was thinking in my head. I was like, oh, I wonder if it's
Fucking
that like,
love
weird
mochi.
mochi
Bro.
candy.
Yeah. Yeah, the spongy fucking ice cream.
Yeah, the spongy candy.
Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is. It's like a spongy
It's so
dough.
weird, man. It's like Jello. I think it's Jello. I think it's like a gelatin.
I was
Something
thinking
like
more
that.
of like
It's
a dough, or maybe it's like the tapioca balls that they use in that weird drink.
Oh, boba.
Boba.
The boba.
Yeah. The boba balls. You know, it's probably made of that same material.
My fiance loves boba balls.
I don't like anything with balls in it, so I know what it is.
I always joke with her. It's always a constant joke every time she gets boba balls, man.
I would choke
How
off
can it
that
not
shit.
be?
I would forget that they're in
You got
there
balls
and
in
try
your
to chug it.
Like, that's really like having balls in your mouth. Literally.
Yeah. I'm just thinking right now, like, fuck, dude. Can you imagine having like one that like in a container this big though? That's why I don't drink those things because it doesn't fit in my container, my drinking container.
Oh, let's see if you can see the flower really quick.
I would drink a beer out of that. 64 ounces of beer in that fucking stein. That's a gas station stein now. What is that? Whoa. Why does it look like a hologram, dude? It's like shining in certain angles. Oh, you have a light on it. That's why.
Yeah, that way you can see it a little bit better because there's no good light in here.
Drop my lighter.
All right. I'm ready.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I wonder if my sister thought my birthday was today. My birthday's tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
I would have been happy with a California burrito. All right, man. Right on, chat.
Peace out, everybody.